Hi there, Lara Riggio here, and I teach energy hacks. They're simple, easy, and effective exercises you can do on your own to help you overcome both physical and emotional distress so you can feel better. Today's energy hack is an exercise to help you feel self-love. Self-love is being talked about all over the wellness industry, and while it's really super important, I think it's hard to understand what it actually is until you feel it inside your own body. So today's energy hack is designed to help you feel what it feels like to love yourself and to nurture yourself through a tough situation when you need it the most. I'm also going to give you an experience of what critical self-talk feels like and also nurturing, loving self-talk so that you can get how important it is to your own body and your own central nervous system to be aware of how you're reacting to yourself in trying situations. I'm doing this week because I've had quite a few clients come in and they've had a tendency to be a little critical, overly critical of themselves. And I think it's a pattern we all need to be very aware of and to stop for all of our own sakes. One of my clients really did go through quite an ordeal. She wound up having to have a portion of her arm, her skin removed because they found some precancerous cells. And it wound up actually being melanoma, and they really were able to get all of it and have clean borders, so she's okay, and also very lucky and grateful that she was able to find it. But after this procedure, she wound up having an infection, which was a total bummer because she wound up having to spend the night in the hospital. And the next day she came in and she was all upset and she was asking me, Lara, gosh, why do you think this happened? How could I have avoided this? It was horrible. Do you think I did something wrong? Should I have changed the bandage sooner? How could I have avoided this? And I said, I'm not sure how you could have avoided it, but the way that you can treat yourself now moving forward to help calm your central nervous system is to watch what you're saying. You're really being very critical and negative towards yourself, and that's not going to help your healing. So what would you say to your son if he was asking you these questions right now? And she thought about it and stopped. And I said, because right now what you're actually doing is if your son came to you and asked you the same questions and said, Mom, I'm so sorry. I think I really messed this up. I should have changed the bandage sooner, and I wound up screwing this up for everybody. We all had to go to the hospital. I had to put you out, and I just feel so terrible and bad about what I do, and I'm also really scared about what's going to happen. If she did the same thing she was doing to herself, her response to her son probably would have been something like, I know it was so terrible that you did that. You could have totally avoided it if you had changed the bandage sooner. And you know, then we all could have avoided going to the hospital and having this whole ordeal. You really have to be better next time. Can you imagine saying that to her son? She couldn't. And so immediately she said, oh yes, I wouldn't say this stuff to my son. I would say, oh, sweetheart, it's really okay. You know, infections like this happen all the time in hospitals. This is why we have antibiotics, and they work really well to heal infections. And this one's gonna work great too. And this is just a bump in the road. You're gonna be okay, sweetie. It's going to all work out. After that, I asked her, maybe you might want to offer him a blanket or a warm cup of tea. What do you think you could give yourself next to actually soothe yourself, nurture yourself, and take care of yourself? Because that would be the next great step to do to resource yourself when anything goes wrong. So, when anything happens for you and you're feeling upset, what can you do to nurture yourself? You might want to turn on this video and do this exercise just to calm your nerves and start the whole process. So think about anything that's happened for you recently that's caused distress or upset. And see if you can focus on where you feel the stress or tension in your body. And now let's give you a little mama love, okay? A little nurturing. So feel wherever you're feeling what you're feeling in your body, and then take your hands on your temples and you're gonna rub your temples. And what we're doing as we focus on any upsetting feelings and rub our temples is we're calming a meridian in the Chinese meridian system, the acupuncture system, called the triple warmer meridian. And this meridian really elicits a fight, flight, freeze stress response. So as you rub your temples and start to rub over your ears, you're calming this meridian, and you're actually saying to it, sweetheart, you're really okay. There's no lions, tigers, or bears here. You know, like in the case of my client, you've got an antibiotic. You're being taken care of. All is going to be well. And with whatever's happened with you, at that moment that you're feeling this feeling, it feels pretty icky, right? Go down the back of your neck. But it doesn't mean that you're gonna die. Yet your body may be sort of feeling that way with the level and the intensity of the feeling. So focus on it again and just take your hands over your ears and down your shoulders, and know that as you do this, you can calm your body down because you are in a safe place, and you can take care of yourself just as you're doing now, and make decisions which keep you safe and then ultimately are going to help you solve whatever problem you're facing. There you go. Now tap into wherever you may feel that feeling still. Maybe you feel a little tightness in your jaw now if you've released the anxiety in your stomach. And just focus on it. We're going to tap. Go in between your eyebrows and tap there. And just focus on the feeling and think to yourself, as I focus on this feeling, move your hands to the side and I tap, I can help my body digest this feeling and release it. And then think about what would be the next most helpful and nourishing thing to do next for myself. As I tap, I can release this feeling. I'm willing to release this feeling. And I'm willing to focus on how I can nurture myself instead. What would be the thing that I can do right now for myself that would make me feel loved and cared for? Go on your rib cage. What could I do right now to make myself feel better? Maybe I can get myself my favorite cup of tea, or put on my warm, comfy PJs, or order food from my favorite, healthy, delicious place. What would make me feel nurtured and cared for? And now, this is a really great exercise. This is like a mama bear hug, but it's actually doing a lot more than a hug would even to help you balance your meridian system. So you're going to take your left hand and you're going to put it on your right rib cage, okay? So you put it right below your chest on your rib cage. The other hand, the fingertips are going to go on your elbow. So you find the bone right at the tip of your elbow and you just go above it and you put your fingers above that. Then you rest in this hug, and as you rest here, what you're actually doing is you are stimulating your spleen meridian on the right side and the triple warmer on the left side. So the spleen meridian helps you metabolize sugars and food and emotions and helps you assimilate change. It helps you assimilate upsetting feelings and release them. While your triple warmer, like I said, is that fight, flight, or freeze meridian that causes a stress response. So when you hold these together, you're actually telling your body, as you give yourself this nice hug, everything is okay. I'm assimilating and processing these upsetting emotions, and I am safe right here and right now. You are safe, and you can take care of yourself, and make amazing decisions that keep you safe and also solve your problems. There's a lot of problems that you've solved in your past. There's a lot you've overcome in your life. Just think about some of those things. You are completely capable of overcoming this problem. You can do it. I believe in you. And hopefully, after doing this exercise, you'll feel a little more calm and present to your power and able to move into whatever you want to do next to support yourself and feel a little more loving and supportive of yourself as you do it. This exercise can be done really anywhere, guys. So if you get an upsetting piece of news at work and you really don't want to go tapping your face or rubbing your temples, you can just sit in this position in a meeting, at your desk, wherever. It won't look weird and it's super effective. And if you want to start it off by just rubbing your temples and not going through the whole tapping routine, you can do that too. I use these exercises just about everywhere because they really help me calm myself down, and I am so much better when I'm calm and present, and I make better decisions and ultimately get through my days with greater ease without all the negative self-talk and anxiety that can just come with living our lives. So please let me know what you think of this one. Try it throughout your day and let me know what just this feels like for you. And please write to me any requests you may have about exercises you would like to help with whatever. I love to take requests, and I'm sure there's something you could offer that somebody else could use too. So thanks so much for tuning in and watching and trying these exercises and also sharing them with your friends. So much love and joy.